Hey everybody, it's Jennifer Labre here, and I'm here today with a brand new card for you. Today we're going to be using the So Happy Together stamp set. This is an adorable stamp set, especially if you like frogs. Perfect for all sorts of cards. And this is the card we're going to make today, called Happy for You. It's a very simple card that uses our stamping blends to color, so if you like to color, this is a good card for you. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is grab a sheet of Whisper White cardstock, cut it in half lengthwise, and then score it at 5.5. Give that a good crease and set that aside. Okay, then we're going to grab some Granny Apple Green. This is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And we're going to use the new Dot to Dot Textured Impressions embossing folder for this. Okay, so we'll open this up. It's a great embossing folder. I really like this one. I love the texture it gives. And we're going to put that inside here. And make sure it's fairly straight. Okay. Then we'll grab our Sizzix Big Shot. We do not need the thin die adapter for this, but we do need the 2 embossing plates. And we'll just run that through. Okay. There you have your Granny Apple Green. Love that texture. Okay, we'll set that aside for now. And while we have the Big Shot out, we're going to grab a scrap piece of the Whisper White. Let's get our thin die adapter back on there. And we're going to grab one of the Layering Circles Framelits dies. I'm using a scalloped one for this. You want to make sure it's big enough for your frog and the expression. So this is the one I'm using. Okay, and we'll just cut out a circle from there. Make sure that it's on there. And roll it through. There we have that. Set that aside. And we're done with the Sizzix. Okay, then it's time to do some stamping. But first, I do want to recommend you get another sheet of the Whisper White. This is also a 5 1/4 by 4. This is for the inside of the card. You may be saying, why do you want a white inside of the card? That's because when we did our stamping the first time, I didn't do that. And you'll see all my coloring comes on the back. Okay, so if we put this liner on the front here, we'll have the coloring on there and not going through the back. Okay, so that's what we want to do. We want to stamp on that for the inside of the card. Okay, so we're going to put that over there and we'll do some stamping. First thing we're going to do is grab this little frog right here. I think he's the cutest little frog. And he's just looking to say hello. I already have him on a block here. We're going to use our Memento ink. Because we are using stamping blends today, we want to make sure and use the Memento so that it doesn't run. Okay, and we're going to just stamp him towards the top so that we have room for our sentiment. Okay, clean that off, and then we will grab our expression, which today we're using the Happy for You. Put this on the little block, and again using the same Memento ink. There we go. Clean that off. Put that back. And then we're going to do our inside of the card. For that, we're going to use the Standing Up Frog, which is this one. You could certainly use this one if you'd rather. I'm using the Standing Up Frog. Get him nice and inked up. And we'll stamp him down in the corner here. Okay. And then finally I'm going to use the little dragonfly. So we'll grab that. A little block. And we'll just stamp him up in the corner there. Okay. Now you could certainly put the flies on there if you wanted to. Those would be really cute. Add the crown to one of the frog's heads if you wanted. And of course use any of the other sentiments. It's really a cute set. So feel free to make this customized to your taste. Okay, and now we got to do some coloring. I'm sorry I don't have this done ahead of time, but hopefully it won't be too painful to watch. The colors I'm using today are light Blackberry Bliss, light Mango Melody, dark Pool Party, and dark Granny Apple Green. Okay, so let's get started with the one on the front. We're going to grab our Mango Melody, and I'm going to use the smaller side for this to color in the little dots on the frog as well as his tummy. Okay, actually while I have this out, well, no. Let's just color one at a time. And then we'll grab the brush end of the Granny Apple Green to color the frog's body. Now, of course, you could use both shades of the same color to do some blending if you wanted. I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible today on this simple card. So we're just using one of the colors. Okay, there's that frog. Now let's grab the inside. I'm going to do the dragonfly first because I don't want to accidentally put my hand in the coloring down here. So let's grab the dark Pool Party first, and we're going to color his body. As well as the inside of his wings. Okay. And the light Blackberry Bliss to do the outside of the wings. There we go. And then for the frog, we'll again use the Mango Melody to color his body, or his belly rather. Okay. And Granny Apple to do the body. Now, if you know how to color glasses, which I really don't, you could certainly do that on this image. Maybe use the light Pool Party to give it some color. But I'm just going to skip the glasses. And one more leg. Here we go. Okay, now we'll put it together. As I told you, this was a simple card. We're going to use our Tombow Mono Liquid Glue for the Granny Apple Green embossed piece here. And I'm doing that so that it does stick better on the base of the card. Okay, line that up. Okay, and then we will Use snail for the inside piece. I do that because it's a flat piece, not the embossed raised pieces. There we go. And then finally, I'm going to use dimensionals for the little frog on the front. I'll grab just a few of the bigger dimensionals. Oh, I got two there. There we go. Peel off the backs. And I'll stick them right in the middle. Now you could certainly put some ribbon or anything underneath that if you wanted to spice this up a bit. Like I said, I wanted to keep it really simple for you. So there's your card. Now I did do another card that's very similar to this. This is the first one that I created. A little bit different. I cut out a circle from the card base as well as the green embossed piece, and I just stamped the frog right through it. So see, you get the same frog when you lift up the base. So either one is very simple, very cute, especially for the frog lovers in your life. I know who I'm going to send one of these to. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. Feel free to check out my blog for all the details as well as the products used, as well as any other things going on with Stampin' Up. Thanks for watching and have a great day.